Hey, Phil. Do you have a minute? I got to the wedding hall and to the waiting room for relatives when a security guard approached me and escorted me out. What's going on? I'm your sister, for God's sake. Why do I have to be kicked out?
Are you for real? You actually came?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I wasn't really up to it, but Mom and Dad said I should show up today. Thought it would at least make things look good. Like we're a normal family or something. I really didn't want to. But they insisted and I show up and this is how you treat me? I knew I should have just ignored them. I really didn't expect to be treated like some dodgy character off the street.
Oh yeah, about that. I asked the wedding hall to kick any suspicious-looking people out. In particular, I told them I had good information that my younger sister was attempting to sneak into the wedding and disrupt the festivities and ruin her brother's happiness. I even gave them a photo of you so when they spotted this penniless beggar girl, I instructed them to send you packing.
Are you for real? Besides, for your information, I'm not penniless. Why would I even try to disrupt your wedding? I have nothing to gain by doing that.
Well, I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
The fact is, you work for a company that's a client of ours, a subcontractor, to be precise. Which means me, your brother, works for the bigger company, and the younger sister at a meager subcontractor. I can't believe we're relatives. I mean, the difference here is overwhelming. The truth is, you envy me so much that you would interfere with my success any way you could. Am I right?
That's where you're wrong, Phil. I don't envy at all. But I do think you're a pain in the ass.
Huh? A pain in the ass? How am I a pain in the ass?
You're being a pain in the ass right now! I was interested in joining this company from way back, and I went through a lot of hurdles to finally get this position. It just so happens that my company had business dealings with your company. It was nothing that I had planned. So why am I being held accountable? Makes no sense. You're being a total pain in the ass.
That does not change the fact that you're a subcontractor. That means your company can't survive without us providing you with work. You work at this company, which means you rely on us to survive. A bottom feeder is what you are.
Are you still living in the 1950s or something? That's the kind of small-mindedness that drives me crazy.
What are you saying, that I'm old-fashioned?
I heard that your company president and ours has been a long-time family friend for generations. So, I wouldn't make such derogatory remarks in the office if I were you. If you did something stupid at work, I would be super embarrassed. So, please, don't.
Oh yeah, bark all you want. You really think you can outdo me? We're the main contractor here. Get it? Main and sub. You're the sub. Marge, get that through your little head. As proof, although it's a weekend, weren't you supposed to work today?
Pardon me? Why?
I'm sure you know that I handle all business dealings between your company and more, right? I just called your company and demanded that they get that latest project done a week early.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Well, I can't really talk about the details because it's confidential, but when I was on the phone, the staff were in pure panic mode. So I'm pretty sure you'll be getting a call any time now. Good luck with that.
Hold on a second. Are you for real? You move a project deadline up a week? And you give no concrete reason for doing so? You can't be serious. As a business, that is not acceptable.
What have I been saying for the last few minutes? That's what it means to be the main contractor. A sub has no say in how we do business. It's probably for the better that you not attend the wedding anyway. Better if you get to work on the project. I'd rather you not be here. You just ruined the whole atmosphere.
I hope you're not dragging business into personal matters.
You better get going. Your staff is a panic.
Yeah, whatever. I guess I'd better get over there.
It's hard being penniless, isn't it? Not time to rest.
Better talk to the CEO and apologize.
Yeah, you do that. Get that project done on time, or no more further contracts.
Hello, Mr. Jensen. Can we talk?
Oh, that you, Mash? What's up?
I'm using the company line for business reasons. Sorry.
I see. Yeah, no problem. Okay, sounds like it's something important. What's up? Oh, by the way, wasn't it your brother's wedding day today?
I'm contacting you because this may be an emergency situation. Because of me.
Seriously? An emergency situation?
Was there some sort of inquiry into the current project that the R&D department is working on with my brother's company? Which, as you know, is the main contractor?
What kind of inquiry?
I think it's about Project A. I heard they were going to move the project deadline by 1 week. I was wondering if my brother had contacted the project manager, or possibly the site superintendent. Maybe you, perhaps.
Do you mean the issues we have with our main contractor? Ace Industries? Come this Monday, we plan to end the project by the end of business day.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, sorry about that. We haven't had time to put out a proper announcement, being that it's still Saturday and all. Figured we would put something out by the end of the week.
Was there a problem with Ace Industries?
Actually, yes. The guy running the whole project, the staff said he's a little, patronizing toward them. And the deadlines as well as pricing, it's all haphazard. I was getting a lot of complaints from the on-site managers and staff, and the whole situation has created a totally negative atmosphere in the workplace. They agreed to terminate the project as of Monday. We'll complete it on time, but after that, we don't intend to renew any more new contracts with Ace.
I see. I just want to verify something. The person who is in charge of the project at Ace Industries is...
Yes, that's right. I'm afraid it's your brother Phil.
Yeah, I figured as much. I'm really sorry for this, him being my brother and all.
Don't worry about it. I know all about your family situation, no worries. We have several major projects going now, and they plan to renew going forward, so as for, company profits, it won't hurt to lose a contract with Ace Industries.
I'm glad to hear that, long as there's no major loss to the company.
But why did your brother talk to you directly about this situation?
Sorry to burden you, but you're at the office today, right? If possible, I would like to hear a bit more of the details regarding this matter. If it's okay with you, that is. Could you spare a bit of time?
No problem. I'll be here in my office. Stop at any time.
March! March, pick up!
Would you stop? What the hell do you want? I've gotten 50 messages from you in the past 15 minutes.
Well, that's because you won't reply.
I was driving. I had my phone on manner mode. Didn't see it until I got to the office. So, what's the rush? What do you want?
Get back to the wedding hall right this second.
You can't be serious. 1 minute you kick me out, the next minute you want me back. What the hell do you want? You're a real pain in the butt.
Where the hell are you right now?
Like I said, I just arrived at the office. After what you said, I was worried and decided to stop in. So, what is this? Something happened over there?
I really think I screwed up.
Excuse me?
About moving that project up 1 week.
Yeah, that's why I'm at the office. I wanted to check up on that. I just talked to the president about that, and he says the project will be terminated by the end of business on Monday. But said they will clear up any loose ends according to the contract, but they don't plan to renew next year. What's this all about? What you do?
That project was supposed to go to another subcontractor. I was handling several different clients and I got the subcontracting companies wrong. I thought you were working at that company and I told them to move up the project date. But then I found out that the CEO of that company was my wife's relative, and a staff member contacted my boss, and long story short, they found out I was trying to hide the fact that I made a mistake on the project deadline date.
You're kidding, right?
He just came into my fiance's room screaming and yelling about it.
Let me get this straight. You screwed up with the project deadline. You tried to cover it up by blaming me and my company for the mistake. Is that what you're trying to say? That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. How could you screw up the companies?
Shut your mouth. I wasn't asking for your opinion. That's why I want you back here ASAP.
Why should I go back there? That would solve nothing.
We can just say that you screwed up the project deadline.
Wait, what?
I'll work something out, and all the blame can be laid at your feet.
You've totally lost it, Phil.
What?
The department I work for has zero connections with Ace Industries. That's R&D's project. And the mistake you made with the deadline date was with another subcontractor, right? I have no relationship to this project, or to your company. Blaming it on me just won't fly.
But maybe.
Excuse me?
We can. There must be.
Hello? Hey, are you still there? What, is your phone busted or something?
No.
Is that you, Phil? You're not making sense. I really thought your phone totally shut down. Overheated, perhaps?
My marriage, it's over. I got a divorce. It's only been a few days.
Oh, yeah? Well, you really did a number on that subcontracting company. Owned by your wife's relative, I hear.
On top of that, I'm getting fired.
Pardon me?
At this rate, I know I'm gonna get terminated. I figured I had it coming with that project deadline fiasco. But then the CEO and sales rep from your company shows up and tell us that they have terminated all future contracts with us going forward.
Yeah, I heard about that. They tell me that you were very patronizing towards them and made quite a few unrealistic demands. You created such negative work environment that they saw no other choice but to cut ties with Ace Industries. By the looks of it, it seems like you've been treating other subcontractors the same way.
But it's the duty of all subcontracting companies to obey all demands of the main contractor. That goes without saying. All these companies have no appreciation for us.
That's the kind of attitude that gets you fired.
Sorry, but I'm not fired quite yet.
To me, it just seems like a matter of time. I mean, I see zero remorse for what you did. You have no feelings of regret for all the trouble you caused those subcontractors.
Why am I to blame for everything?
Don't ask me, Phil. Like I keep telling you, you're a total pain in the ass.
Not that again.
You're not a kid anymore, Phil. Work it out yourself. See you around, big brother. My brother got divorced just 4 days after his wedding. They made him pay the entire cost of the wedding, and also a fair amount as compensation. Yes, and he eventually got fired. Due to his patronizing business methods, some clients were severely traumatized by his actions and ended up needing psychiatric care. I'm pretty sure there will be consequences for this later on. Some will probably sue him for emotional distress. At first, Ace Industries was contemplating relocating him to another branch, but due to the potential legal problems, they decided to let him go. So, now my folks were burdened with an unemployed son, with a significant debt to pay off, and potential lawsuits pending. As for me, I told my folks I was marrying the CEO of the company that Phil had severely berated. You really should have seen their faces when I gave them this news. They knew full well they could never rely on me for help. They always favored my big brother over me. And Phil hasn't changed his animosity towards me in the least. Last I heard, the three of them are living together and working day and night to pay off their son's debt.
where the hell are you? You're such a rude sister for not coming to your sister's wedding. Huh? Is that you, Mother? It's been 5 years. By my sister, you mean Holly, right? What do you mean, Holly's wedding? I wasn't told anything about it. Don't lie to me. I know you were invited. If you don't come to the wedding ceremony right now, I'm cutting ties with you. Haven't you already cut ties with me? What? Either way, today's Dad's funeral, so... Huh? Did no one tell you about it? Your ex-husband you divorced 5 years ago, my father, passed away yesterday. We had a wake for him last night, and today is the funeral. The funeral's just about to begin. Oh, and I'm the host. It's no use lying to me like that. Huh? What would I gain from lying to you about this? Do you know how hard it is for me right now? I'm not going to ask you to understand, but I never thought you would say I was lying. Do you not want to come to Holly's wedding so much that you're showing me this performance of yours? You really are a terrible sister. Not only do you not have any manners, but you're also inhuman and have no heart. I pity your sister Holly for having a sister like you. It doesn't matter what you say. It won't change the fact that Dad's funeral is currently underway. Don't hurt my feelings any further than this. What's wrong with calling a liar inhuman and heartless? I forgot to tell you, but Holly is also at the funeral. Huh? It's been 5 years since I saw her, but she came with the other relatives and has been helping out. Even though she's not related to Dad by blood, I would have been happy if she just had come to the wedding. She really is a help. You're lying again. Honestly, you never change. Sorry, but I'm going to block you until the funeral ends, alright? Hold on. I'll unblock you tomorrow. Bye. Wait, Sherry! Hi, Holly. Thanks for helping out yesterday and the day before that. I would have been happy if you'd just come, but to think that you would help as well. Don't worry about it, Sherry. You were way more busy than I was. Thanks for letting me sit with your relatives. I was my mother's child from her previous marriage, and now that they're divorced, I would have no way to object if you called me a stranger. But Dad loved you as well. You know that? Yep, I never knew my real father. It was only for a short while, but I was really happy during that time since it felt like I had a real dad. I see. I want to come to the memorial ceremony as well. Can I come? Of course you can. Once we get his inheritance sorted out, we're going to be giving out some of his stuff as remembrance as well. So come to that too if you want. Thanks. Oh, on the other hand though, there's something unrelated I want to talk to you about. You told me yesterday when we had a conversation that you cut ties with your mother and are now living in the capital. Right? Oh, yeah. I couldn't tell you about it in detail since we didn't have much time, though. You see, once I graduated college, I purposefully found a job in Tokyo. Mom opposed it furiously and basically just forcefully left the house. This all happened 3 years ago, and I haven't met her ever since. I still have her contact information because I'm afraid of what she'll do if I completely cut her out, but I keep the chat hidden. Is that so? Why are you asking about Mother? Oh, yeah. I also basically cut ties with your mother, and now only have her contact information. But 2 days ago, she sent me this strange message. What kind of message? She was telling me to come since it was your wedding ceremony. Huh? I don't have a fiancé. I don't even have a boyfriend. There's only this one guy that I dated for half a year during college, and I've been single ever since. I see. That just makes the message Mom sent me even stranger. I want to see these messages. Send me screenshots, will you? Got it. Hold on. I have no idea what she's talking about. Sorry about my mother, Sherry. What? There's no reason for you to apologize. You did nothing wrong. I was thinking about asking you if you knew what she might be talking about, but you have no idea, right? Yep, I haven't got a clue, but don't you think that we should probably find out what she's trying to do? Judging by her tone, she must have gotten into some trouble. Holly, I just got a message from her. Hello, Sherry. I decided to believe you about yesterday's funeral. What? You're going to be having a memorial service soon, right? I'll come as well, so tell me when it's going to be once it's decided. You don't need to go out of your way and come. I can't just not go to my ex-husband's memorial service, can I? What's your deal? What you're saying right now is completely different to what you said yesterday. I had no idea what you were talking about by Holly's wedding. Yes, about the wedding. You see, I need some money. What? Yesterday's wedding wasn't actually Holly's wedding, but Holly's ex-boyfriend's wedding. My bad, I must have gotten confused. What? I had no idea that Holly and her ex-boyfriend had broken up. I mean, the two of them are currently in Tokyo, and I thought that must mean that they're still going out. That's when I found the Facebook page of her ex-boyfriend and saw a post saying that the wedding ceremony was today. And so you thought that he was marrying Holly? I mean, it's only natural. I thought that they were still together. That's when I sent a message to her ex-boyfriend via Facebook. Why haven't I received an invitation? I'm the bride's mother, I told him. He replied by saying, the bride's parents have already passed away. We only invited her sister, her last remaining family. Please stop trying to prank us. Oh, so that's when you started invading me with text messages. But I thought that he must have some sort of misunderstanding, which is why I thought that if I came with you, who was apparently invited, they would let me come to the wedding ceremony. But you didn't seem like you wanted to come, so I had no choice but to go to the wedding on my own. Huh? I sneaked into the wedding and saw the bride walking around. I was furious and I approached her shouting, "Why didn't you invite your own mother?" Which is when I realized that it wasn't Holly at all, but a woman that I had never seen. She was so surprised she fell back, stepping on her wedding dress as she did. Don't tell me. The bride tripped and broke her hip. You heavily injured a bride you've never met before? I mean, I thought it was Holly. And so the wedding ceremony was canceled? Yes. What in the world are you doing? But... So, when you told me that you needed money, was it because they told you to pay for the damages you caused by injuring the bride and delaying the wedding ceremony? Yes, that's it! I keep telling them that it's not my fault since it was just a simple misunderstanding, but they won't listen to what I say. They told me that they would send me an invoice at a later date, and now I'm in trouble. That's when I remembered what you said about your dad dying. Huh? I was his wife for a period, which means that I have the right to receive some of his property. He owned a business, so he must have had his own money, right? So you're planning on paying for the money they're asking from you with this inheritance? That's it. People usually talk about the inheritance at the memorial service, right? You don't need to come. Why? I have a right to some of his property, I believe, so tell me the date when it's decided. You're no longer an inheritor of his property since you got divorced. Look it up on your phone. Search property inheritance plus divorced wife. I think you'll get your answer immediately. No way. So does this mean that you're going to inherit everything? That's so unfair. You could at least give me enough to pay off the money I owe Holly's ex-boyfriend. Shut up. You're making me lose my patience. Huh? I wonder who's the inhuman and heartless one. Dad just passed away 2 days ago. Don't make me talk about this. But I need the money. Shut up. I'm blocking you. Sherry, wait. Just give me a few $1,000s. That will be enough. Don't ever contact me again. Hi, Holly. You're reading my texts through your notifications or something, right? I've sent you so many texts ever since you went to Tokyo, but all my messages remain unread, so you're making me anxious, you know? You see, I'm in quite some trouble. It really is an emergency. I'm sorry, but could you please lend me some money? I suddenly need a large amount of money, you see. Either that or convince Sherry to give me the right to some of her dad's inheritance. Can you believe that she intends to take it all for herself? She's so selfish. Her dad was the owner of a business, so she must be receiving a fortune. And still she refuses to give me just enough money to pay off what your ex-boyfriend and his groom are asking from me. Can you believe it? Just give me a reply, I'm begging you. Holly, please. I barely make enough money as it is and have no savings since all I can do is work a part-time job. Hi, Sherry. I also got a call from Mom begging me to give her money. Just as I had guessed. I still have her chat hidden, so I only read everything once she'd finished texting, though. But I went over the chat history again, and it looks like she was sending texts now and then, even before the marriage. Regarding the marriage, though, she sent me a flood of texts berating me for not inviting her to the wedding. I see. So she wasn't lying then. I hadn't ruled out the possibility. I might have done something terrible to the bride Mom injured. If only I had told Mom about her misunderstanding. That's a different problem. Besides, your mother's accusations aren't your responsibility. Your ex-boyfriend and his fiancée actually told you that they don't want you to apologize and told you not to worry about it, right? Well, yeah. My ex-boyfriend knows about my family's situation, so he must have taken pity on me. Then it's probably best not to interfere any further. If you do something, your mom might interpret it as you siding with her. Who knows what kind of dangerous thing she'll do then? She might even hurt someone again. Oh, I guess you're right. I didn't think about that. It's probably best if we leave Mom on her own. Not that I want to help her, though. Your ex-boyfriend might have thought about it as well, and maybe that's why he doesn't want you to interfere any further. I see. I get it now. I'll just stand by and watch if they don't ask me to do anything, I guess. Yep. I think that's the best course of action. Well then, you're probably going to be busy for the foreseeable future, so take care not to push yourself too hard and get sick or something. Yep. Take care of yourself as well, Holly. Yep. See you later. See you later. It seems that following those events, my ex-mother was asked to pay a sizable amount of money to the bride and the groom of the wedding she ruined. I don't know the exact amount, but for sure it was several tens of thousands of dollars. This was a devastating blow to my ex-mother, since she'd been supporting herself only by working part-time jobs. Not only that, but it was decided that there was a high possibility of her trying to make a run for it, so she was sent to work in a 24-hour workplace by the bride, who was apparently the daughter of a CEO. It seems that she escaped once and fled to the house me and Dad used to live in. But I wasn't home at the time, so the neighbors called the police on her. After that, she was sent to a department that had a stricter surveillance and even harder work than before. I kind of pity her, but decided to just forget since she was such a bothersome person.